Hi, I'm Bert Stephani. I don't think my post-processing is anything special, but I get a lot of questions about it, particularly about this image of Erika. So this is the final image, and it comes from this image, which is the raw file. Let's see that again. So the final image and the raw file. So let's start by trying to make it into a square to match the window, the frame of the window. There was actually a window in front of her too, so that makes for the frame which is repeated in the background. So we're gonna make it into a square crop. Bit of tweaking, tilting, until we get it right. So here we go. This is the crop. And then we are going to do some color correction. I knew I wanted this image a bit warmer. I think that you always have to shoot with post-processing in mind. Now this is oversaturated, but we'll fix that later. I knew I wanted this pretty warm look in the picture. Let's tweak the exposure a bit. I think it's a bit too high, so we put it a bit lower, about 1/3 of a stop. I'm gonna stay off the fill light and the recovery sliders, and I'm gonna boost the blacks. I often boost them pretty significantly because that's just the look that I like. I don't mind the blacks go completely black without any detail. But the image is a bit too dark now, so we're gonna boost the brightness just a bit. Maybe also a bit of added contrast, just a tiny touch. So and then it comes to the color settings, and I knew I wanted to desaturate this image quite a lot, so let's see where we can get. We're gonna add a bit of vibrance to let the red color of the dress pop a little more. So and then we're gonna play a bit again with the color settings to get this warm tone, which is still very much desaturated, but still a bit warmer. So the overall feel of the picture is a bit warmer. Let's go down to the vignetting tool, which I'm gonna use to make the edges of the frame a bit darker. Mind you that these sliders will apply to the whole image and not just the crop, but this way I'm sure that the important parts don't get darkened, just a bit more contrast in the edges. You can see the difference here. It's just minimal, but it works. That's finished in Lightroom, but I think there's some blemishes, as you see, some shadows, blemishes on the forehead, the shadows under the eyes that I want to retouch. I don't always do this, but in this case I think they attract a bit too much attention, so I'm going to go to Photoshop to solve those little problems. So we're opening the image in Photoshop CS3, and we want to edit a copy with the Lightroom adjustments. So here's Photoshop. First thing to do is duplicate the layer, so I can always go back or reduce the opacity on the retouched layer to mix it with the original one. We're gonna zoom into the blemishes. It's just very small, but we're gonna make this image just a tiny bit smoother. For some reason, I like to work with a patch tool instead of the clone tool or the what's the other, the healing brush. I think the patch tool feels more natural to me. You just circle around the blemish and replace that selection into a part of the skin that is good, and I think it gives for a very natural look. So I'm gonna go a bit closer for the smaller blemishes. I don't think you should clone out everything, because then Erika is too beautiful with all the little texture. So if you go to make a Barbie doll out of her, I don't think that would be very nice. So let's take a look at the shadows under the eyes. We're using pretty hard lights still umbrella, but still hard lights. So we're gonna remove those shadows a bit. We're gonna remove a few more blemishes. And then there's a bit of shine on her nose, and I'm going to remove that too. And I think the patch tool is just about right to do this, at least for me. I know not many photographers use this tool to retouch blemishes, but for me I think it works most naturally. I use a Wacom tablet with it, and it makes it really easy to get this done. It's important to go to take a general look on the picture and to zoom out, so you have an idea of how the complete picture will look. I see a before and after. Do some minor extra retouching. And then here there's the earring. It's not quite clear that it's an earring, but I want it out because it's a bit distracting too. So again, with the patch tool, circle around it and go to a black area, and well, it's gone. Zoom out and check out if there's anything more that we need to do. Maybe there's a few blemishes on the arms. I usually don't go as far as removing those, but I'll do it for the sake of the exercise and to show you how I do it and why I do it. So here we go. The image is finished. Let's just save it and compare it with the original one in Lightroom. So here we go. This is our final picture, and this is the original. This is the final Lightroom picture, so without the Photoshop retouching. This is with Photoshop retouching. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.